I've got kids, and I noticed this very early when my son was 6, 7 years old. You give him like a Snickers bar, and I saw the sugar high. And he'd just be running around the house going 1,000 miles an hour, and I'm chasing him, and he's breaking stuff and breaking glasses, breaking vases, and so there was no more Snickers. And then after about an hour of that, he would have a crash. And he would be in a bad mood, and he'd be feisty when he was 6 or 7 years old, and he'd be crying. And I'm like, we got to get sugar out of the house. This morning, Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones, were on a sugar high, and it always ends with a crash. Last night's a disaster for the Cowboys. Yes, when they have a lead. Yes, when Zeke is running wild. Yes, when they play a depleted defense. Yes, they look pretty good. Dak fools you. Rushed for over 170 yards. Averaged over 6 yards a rush. Had the ball for 33 minutes. Yes, Dak can look really good when he's got the formula. Never forget, Tim Tebow won 6 straight. Great defense, great running game, great kicker, score in the teens. There are formulas. Average quarterbacks who you don't want to pay a lot need a formula to win. Dak needs Zeke to run wild. He needs the offense to be controlling the clock. He needs 2nd and 4, 3rd and 1 for the play action to work. He needs to play with the lead. The weather has to be better than average or at least not chaotic. And he's got to have his defense playing well so he doesn't get in a shootout. Yes, that's when Dak can win. That's how Tebow won 6 straight games, how Mark Sanchez got to the AFC Championship twice. But franchise quarterbacks that you want to pay $150 million don't need a formula. They just need the ball and a little help. Okay, because you're going to get in shootouts in this league. If you got Dak for the next 5 years, Steelers, Patriots, Rams, Chiefs, Chargers, you're watching those teams this year. The rules are all going offense, all of them. And I love Dallas's front seven defensively. I love their players. They're really, really good. But those players, the Bears players, all the great defenses in the league can't stop anybody now. Once you face a great quarterback, right now Dallas is on a sugar high because the formula was perfect. It's amazing how often, I understand fans getting fooled. But is Jerry Jones being fooled by this? I mean, Andy Dalton, when he had the defense, when he had all the good receivers, he won a bunch of games, won a division. Baker Mayfield yesterday only threw 20 times, played with a lead, played a bad defense, had a great running support. Yes, a lot of guys in this league can win when the formula is perfect. Carson Wentz last night didn't have a Pro Bowl right tackle. Smallwood's their best running back. Jordan Matthews is a go-to receiver. He just got cut by the Patriots, and their defensive secondary is a nightmare, so he's playing from behind the whole game, and the Cowboys linebackers are much better athletes than the running backs behind them. That's what a franchise quarterback looks like. Carson Wentz last night playing from behind with a beat-up defense, not getting support from his own line. That's what a franchise quarterback looks like, even though he lost. But I saw this with Oklahoma City. Westbrook wins the MVP. Sugar high, sign him to a long-term deal. Then you're left with Westbrook. This is what the Buffalo Bills do every September when their quarterback plays well. Sign him to a long-term contract. Yeah, then you're left with Ryan Fitzpatrick with an expensive long-term contract. The sugar high is always followed by a crash. It's always followed by a crash. And the gap last night between Wentz and Dak is huge. Give Dak playing from behind. Give Dak Smallwood. Give Dak Jordan Matthews. Give Dak a secondary like Phillies. If you go to Dak Prescott's career, he's had about 10 nights or afternoons. We've gone, wow, franchise guy. And all 10, it's been the same formula. It's not shootouts. No, it's Zeke is controlling the clock. Zeke's running for 125 yards. 2nd and 4, 3rd and 1. Go look at his great games. Look at his great passer ratings. Zeke's having a game. Zeke's controlling the clock. The play action pass works. But all last night really did, if you're a Cowboy fan, all it did is guarantee that Jerry Jones flew back to Dallas on his private jet with Stephen Jones and the whole family, and he was telling everybody, I told you, Dak's the guy. Just outdueled Carson Wentz. Went to Philadelphia, beat a rival. Dak Prescott's our guy. Nah, he needs a formula. Last night, the formula was perfect. Carson Wentz was the only quarterback on that field you want to spend over $100 million on.